This is Henos Sport, bringing you that heat and that fire. We keeping a foot on the what? X. We keeping a foot on the what? X. And like the Tibetan master that I am, I'm applying what? Immediate pressure. Because pressure does what? Eat versus pipes. Now let's talk about it, man. Demetrius Andrade is a Rudy Poo and a Plum Plum Ring. He's a classic Dota and a trophy type. He's an ultra fanboy with the ultra fanboy rhetoric. We should have known this when a motherfucker's name was Booboo. Who the fuck calls yourself Booboo? What the fucking name? What kind of bullshit ass name is that? See, people gotta understand in its most cold-hearted, in its most unadulterated, and its most cutthroat true teller fashion. It's as simple as this, y'all. Why are you calling out a 147 pounder? This is very clear of what Henos Sport was talking about. You see how Henos Sport keeps being revealed as Nostradamus? You see how Henos Sport keeps being revealed as Sun Tzu, aka Art of War, 7 steps ahead of the game, 48 laws of power? Demetrius Andrade has the same problem that fucking Devin Haney has. It's called the Eddie Hearn problem. It's called a Matchroom Sports problem. He's the Masa on the fucking block. He's the Negro slave on the fucking block. And he's being treated as fucking such. You're a 160 pounder. You can't get fights that bad that you gotta call out a 147 pounder. It's the things that make you say, It's the things that make you say, Listen, y'all, this is pathetic. Errol the True Spence don't gotta fight no fucking Demetrius Andrade. You know why Errol the True Spence don't gotta fight Demetrius Andrade? Because Demetrius Andrade needs to be focused on his own weight fucking class. You're a 160 pounder. Fight 160 pounders. Why are you calling out a fucking welterweight? See, this is what I'm talking about. Errol the True Spence is so dynamic. He's such a cash cow when it comes to boxing that fucking guys that are not even in his weight class are calling him out. This is not just pathetic. This is beyond sad in of itself. And the reason why Henos Sport is seeing this fuckery and this bullshit for what it is because it is what it is. It's fuckery and bullshit at its truest and its most properest levels, y'all. Remember, when Henos Sport told you guys, there's levels and there's gears to this shit. And the truth of the fact of the matter is the levels and the gears is as simple as this. When we sit here and we look at Demetrius Andrade and we look at what he brings to the table, he made the wrong business move by signing with Eddie fucking Hearn and Matchroom Sports. He should have signed with fucking PBC. Are you guys seeing what I'm seeing here? Anybody that's not part of the PBC money train is fucked. Literally fucked. Devin Haney's gonna learn this because Devin Haney's not either paying attention and he's not listening to the bullshit and the fuckery that's happening right in front of his eyes right now. It's pathetic and it's embarrassing because we're sitting here, y'all, and we're looking at the delineation, we're looking at the distinction, we're looking at the gulf, and we're looking at the separation here of guys that fall under this old slave mentality format of them being, their affairs being ran in a way to where they got to call out fighters that are not even in their fucking weight class. You should be worried about Jamal Charlo. You should be worried about Sergey Derevchenko. You should be worried about Cinnamon Dust. Matter of fact, that should be the easiest fight to be fucking made because even though he's with Oscar De La Hoya, y'all both fight on fucking DAZN, a failing fucking app. What happened to that? Did things get that fucking bad for you, Demetrius Andrade, that you got to call out a 147 pounder? It's the things that make you say, It's the things that make you say, See, Henos Sport always has to pretty much pull out the Henos Sport elephant in the room. And what's the elephant in the room, y'all? In its most wholehearted, unadulterated, and cutthroat true teller fashion. It's as simple as this. It's pathetic. And it's sad as fuck that a 160 pounder couldn't get his affairs in fucking order. In so much so that this 160 pounder is now in a position to where this 160 pounder has to call out a fucking welterweight. Errol the True Spence got unfinished business at 147. You seriously think that you're on his fucking mind? You seriously think that Errol the True Spence is worried about you? Errol the True Spence ain't gonna fight your ass. You need to be worried about how you gonna get your rabbit ass up under the new car salesman of Eddie Hearn. Devin Haney, your ass gonna learn too. See, once you fall your ass up under a new car salesman, you gotta deal with new car salesman tactics. This is what Henos Sport keeps telling you guys in its most visceral, in its most cold-hearted, and in its most unadulterated cutthroat true teller fashion. An old car salesman is what it is, a fucking old car salesman. And that's what you guys are getting when we look at fucking Eddie Hearn and we look at Matchroom Sports. We're looking at an old car salesman running his affairs the way that he always do. and basically not giving these fighters what they want, treat them like fucking slaves. That's why you see Booboo is calling out a welterweight. You see how bad things have gotten for Booboo? Not only is he fighting bullshit ass competition, he got to call out Errol the Truth Spence. I mean, come on, man. You can't make this shit up even if you wanted to, dog. That's the cold-hearted. That's the unadulterated. That's the cutthroat teller fashion. I keeps the foot on the what? Next. I keeps the foot on the what? Next. It's sad and it's pathetic as fuck. But Booboo, you ain't got nobody to blame but your fucking self. And the reason why you ain't got nobody to blame but yourself is because you didn't run your affairs and you didn't govern your affairs the way that you were supposed to. And you think that's Errol the True Spence fault? You think that's an Errol the True Spence problem? No, that's a fucking you and a Matchroom Sports problem. This is He Knows the Sport. Check it out.